Hi everyone, my name is Heather Cross and this is my Earth's layer activity. So in order to make my 3D model, I used a styrofoam ball. As you can tell, I cut out a quarter of it. And then I painted it. And then I printed out the labels and then made them into little, then I taped them onto toothpicks to make the labels 3D. So at the bottom, I painted a section white to represent the ice caps on the South Pole, and then I labeled it. And then next, this brown area that I painted is the crust. The yellow area represents the mantle. The orange area represents the outer core, and then the red area represents the inner core. And this little diagram of arrows represents the convection currents in the mantle. And next up, we have the Aethione's sphere, which is part of the upper mantle located below the Earth's crust. So that's why I placed it right here, part of the upper mantle, but it is below the lithosphere, so that's why I decided to do it like that. And then the lithosphere is the crust and uppermost solid mantle. So that's why I placed it in the middle right there of the crust and the uppermost mantle. Next, we have the ice caps on the North Pole, which I represented by painting this section white, and then I labeled it. Then we have the continental crust, which is under the continents, and that's why I placed it in the green area to represent land. Then lastly, I have the oceanic crust, which is under the ocean floor. That is why I placed it in the ocean, which is represented by all the blue areas. And then moving on to my description key. The crust is about 3 to 5 miles thick under the oceans and about 25 miles thick under the continents. The state of matter is solid, and the temperatures varies from air temperature on the top to about 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit in the deepest parts of the crust. The crust is made out of granite and basalt, or lava rock. And then we have the mantle, which is about 1,800 miles thick. The state of matter is solid. The temperatures vary from 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit at the top to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit near the bottom. The mantle is made up of silicate rocks rich in oxygen, magnesium, aluminum, and silicon. And then the outer core is about 1,400 miles thick. The state of matter is liquid because of how hot it is. The temperatures vary from 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit to 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And the composition of the outer core is melted nickel and iron. And then lastly, we have the inner core, which is 800 miles thick. The state of matter is solid due to the pressure being so intense. Metals are not able to move about like a liquid, but are forced to vibrate in place as a solid. And the temperature of the inner core is 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is made out of the same composition as the outer core, which is melted nickel and iron. So yeah, that is my project. Thank you so much. Goodbye.